This episode of Shelf Squads is going to be a little different than any other episode. We were challenged by the Vegeta hairline himself. Man, looks like he's about to drop a spirit bomb on my house. Tim Cougs, 46. Shelf Squads versus Angel in the Outfield. Cougs has a similar series on his channel to Shelf Squads as Angel in the Outfield. He builds his whole team around Mike Trout. It's like 20, 30 episodes deep. If you enjoy this series, you'll definitely enjoy his. So go into the description, hit the link, go check out Cougs. But today we're going one-on-one. There will not be any upgrades at the beginning of this episode. We will pick up right where we left off in the next episode. This is going to be basically an exhibition match. We are, though, going to hop into a post-commentary because I wasn't able to record when we played. Me and Cougs have been trying to link up a collab for like a month, and I keep having to back out because I have things just come up. And I had people at my house when we had to play, so I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to bail on them. We're still going to play. I'll just do a post-commentary. So there's no live face cam for this, but I'm going to chop it up. We're going to have some fun with it. Here are the highlights. Don't put your phone down. Don't go grab a drink. Hold it if you got to go to the bathroom. Tim Cougs versus Shelf Squads right now. Look at this man's squad. The California Nuts. He's got diamonds everywhere, and he has the knuckleballer R.A. Dickey on the mound. R.A. Dickey, one of the best pitchers on this game, the best knuckleballer on this game, at least I would say. He's got a pretty stacked squad here around Mr. Mike Trout. Let's jump straight on into it. First inning, Francisco Lindor's going to get a base hit back up the middle. R.A. Dickey does throw pretty hard. It's like an mid-80s sinker, I believe. So we figured we would just look for the knuckleball, react to the sinker, and we started off with 2 base hits, runners on the corners, nobody out. We do end up popping up on the next batter, but we're going to bring Stanton up here with 1 out. So we have runners on first and third. 1 out. Stanton in the box, and he hits a weak dribbler. That's not the greatest swing in the world, but it will do just fine in this situation. The swinging bunt from Stanton makes it a 1-0 game. Next man up, Justin Boyd's going to rip 1 out to right, and that's going to be a single. I thought about going home, but thought better of it. That's okay, because we're going to hold the runner at third. We're going to advance to second on a throw, and now we have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs for Eduardo Nunez, and in a 1-2 count, he pulls that knuckleball out into left field. Back-to-back base hits. That's going to be an RBI single. We do hold the runner at third base. So once again, we're going to be in the same situation here. Do it again. Second and third. 2 outs. This time, Cesar Hernandez, the switch hitting Silver, back up the middle. That's easily going to score 2. Eduardo Nunez from second base with that 92 speed. We're up 4-zip in the first inning, and then Lorenzo Cain squared that ball up, but not deep enough. It's going to be a routine fly ball out the left center field. We take a 4-0 lead in the first inning. We're looking good. Now we just need Jake Arrieta lock in. This is actually the first time we pitched with Jake Arrieta on the Shelf Squad series. He's been on the team for a couple of episodes. We have not run into him yet, but he's looking pretty good so far. Gets the first 2 outs of the inning. Next man up, Mike Trout, and he's going to hit a deep fly ball the other way. Didn't get all of it, but got a good piece. Mike Stanton's going to make the play. Yes, you heard that. Mike Stanton is going to make the play to end the first. Now straight into the second. Joe Mauer's going to get things started with a single out to left. Runner on first, nobody out for Stanton, and Stanton trying to cut into this lead. That is a missile. Lorenzo Cain gets it in quickly, though, and that's going to hold the runner. So no runs cross the plate. He's got second and third, nobody out. Edgar Martinez in, and Edgar Martinez. That's a beautiful swing, Cougs. Just like that, it's 4-3. 1 run is the difference. We're going to get Seager looking for the strikeout. Carlos Correa's up next. We hit the corner there. Thought it could have been a 2-2 count, but 3-1 it is, and we're going to drop the changeup inside. That is a walk. Tough call on the corner. Goes Cougs way, and then the 3-1 count we miss. That's going to be back-to-back walks to Anthony Rizzo. Once again, thought we hit the black, but blue is a little inconsistent in this one. Cougs had a good eye. And sometimes those 2 things equal base runner. So he's got first and second, 1 out. But Carlos Beltran's going to hit a hard ground ball to Justin Boyd at first base for the 3-6-3 double play to end the second. We're going to jump straight into the third. Jake Lamb getting it started with a strikeout. We went to Aroldis Chapman early in the bullpen here in this one. Mike Trout's going to pop up, next man up. That's going to be 2 down on the inning. Joe Mauer stepping in. 1-1 count, 2 outs. That's a deep fly ball. Lorenzo Cain's going to have plenty of time to get underneath of it, but that's going to wrap up the third inning. The score is still 4-3. Straight into the bottom of the fourth. Cougs locked in a little bit pitching at this point. We were having quick innings, bad at-bats. We were very impatient in this game. That's why I'm showing you mainly the pitching highlights, because my offensive innings were very quick and very ugly. We didn't have much going on after that 4-run burst in the first inning, but we've been holding it down for the most part until Corey Seager rips the gap here with 2 outs in the 4th. So that's going to be a little spark to get a 2-out rally going, and then Carlos Correa takes a tough pitch on the outside corner for ball 4, and then JD Martinez, same thing, hits the corner once again. The call goes Cougs' way. That's going to load the bases up with 2 outs, but Carlos Beltran goes down. Look, and as you can see, Cougs pretty much put the controller down, and I don't blame him for it. I was hitting the black. Those 50-50 balls, they definitely could go either way. Can't be mad at that being a call to ball. It's just as much outside as it is on the strike zone. We just couldn't get it to go away, but we did escape the jam. 4-3 is the score. We tried to turn things around hitting here, but as soon as he brought Dellin Betances into this game, I was already struggling at this point. Dellin Betances is one of my least favorite pitchers to face on this game, and the struggles just continued to stroll downhill. It was like a snowball effect. It was like one bad at-bat after another after another. But the good news is we still have the lead until Mike Trout to left center field almost puts it in the bucket for a milli. That ties the game up at 4. And then Joe Mauer comes up next. He hits an absolute missile down the right field line, caught by Justin Bohr at first base. And then Stanton in a 2-0 count. He hits that ball extremely well as well. Cougs was all over me in this game. It's been a good game. Straight to the bottom of the 6th now. We're starting to get into the deeper innings of this one. Still 4-4. We get the strikeout to Edgar Martinez. But then Corey Seager the other way until Lorenzo Cain robs a homer. 90% of the earth is covered by water. The other 10% is covered by Lorenzo Cain. He steals a home run from Corey Seager, and we eventually get out of the inning unscathed. 4-4 is the score. This is a 3-inning ball game now. Francisco Lindor lines out to left to start off the top of the 7th. Next man up, Tony Perez. That's another decent swing right there. Nice solid fly ball at the center field, squared it up well, but couldn't find any grass. It's going to give us 2 outs, and then Wifey takes an ugly hack on a slurve on the inside half. Pops that up in the shallow center field. That will wrap up the top of the 7th and the bottom of the 7th. This is where the game gets fun. Carlos Beltran, broken bat, infield single down the line. It's going to sit on the chalk. You couldn't have rolled that out there any better. Next man up, Jake Lamb. Tried to paint the corner, didn't get the call. Later in the at-bat, 3-1 count, we hit the corner with the fastball. Now we tried to go away, but we missed it. Missed our spot by a little bit outside. That's going to be a walk. Now he has a runner in scoring position, 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And Mike Trout, of all people, it's his angel in the outfield, hits the double, breaks the 4-4 tie. It's 5-4, and he's still threatening. 2nd and 3rd, still nobody out. Joe Mauer pokes one out to left field. That's going to score another run, and it's going to leave the runners on the corners. It looked like we were going to get Joe Mauer off the bag at first. We tagged him. We even actually ran straight through him like there was a teleportal right there in his chest. But the umpire called it safe, so that's going to keep the runners on the corners with nobody out. And then he drops another base hit in out in left field. The runners actually, though, get jammed up at second base. So here's our second opportunity to steal an out on the base paths, and Cougs gets away with another one. It's getting out of control at this point, right? It's hard to even commentate this because there's so much going on. Cougs is absolutely on fire. The score is suddenly 10-4 and he's not done. Line drive out to right center field. The wheels fell off and we never got traction again. 10-4. We strike out Betances for the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring up Beltran, and then finally we hit a corner with 2 strikes. Sit down Beltran, end the 7th, but it's 10-4 straight back into the 8th. We still have yet to get a base runner in a handful of innings. Cannot figure Dellin Betances out, so Cougs is just going to keep tacking him on. He's got the runner on first for Mike Trout, who's done a ton of damage in this game, but he's going to go ahead and hit a little weak dribbler out to the pitcher. That's going to advance the runner to first. I then walked Joe Mauer so that we could get the force outs, but Stanton is going to poke one out to right field for a single. Good news is, though, we threw him out at home. Stanton with the hose from right field saves a run, as if we need to save any runs. being down by 6. At this point, we need to just get on with the game. Second and third, 1 out. Edgar Martinez up. I'm sorry, there's 2 outs. We're going to load the bases up, get that force out anywhere. But Corey Seager's not. He's not done. Cougs isn't done. I don't know who this Cougs character is or how he can hit so well. But the score is 12-4. We're losing the Cougs by 8. It's the top of the 9th. It's our last opportunity here. There's already 1 out. Lorenzo Cain up there. He's going to hit a bloop single out to center field. That's going to give us a runner on first for Odubel Herrera. It's hard to be excited because we're down by 8, but El Torito with the 2-run bomb. And we're starting to feel ourselves a little bit here. Francisco Lindor, next man up, he rips one out to left center field. We were having a terrible time hitting Betances to where Cougs got extremely comfortable. And Betances was out there for way too long. Tony Perez is going to end up hitting another single here, so this inning is just going to continue to extend. Betances up to 34 pitches now, and Wifey makes him pay. Our second homer of the inning. 3-run shot from Wifey, and suddenly it's a 3-run game. 12-9. He still hasn't taken Betances out, and Stanton wants in on this. We're not done. Cougs doing his best job to blow an 8-run lead. It's 12-10. Cal Ripken off the bench is going to hit a ground ball to shortstop for the 2nd out of the inning. We are down to our final 3 strikes. And Eduardo Nunez chops one out to shortstop. Looks like the 92 speed might be enough, but no. A ground out to end the game. Oh, Cougs, if I would have came back and tied, oh boy, if you blew an 8-run lead. But seriously though, bro, GG, you have gotten so much better this year. I mean, I'm not going to compliment you too much here, but you have definitely gotten better. I believe I was 2-0 against you last year. I think this is the first time we're actually playing each other this year in MLB 17. So GG to you, bro. Guys, again, if you enjoy Shelf Squad, you will enjoy Angel in the Outfield. Go check out his version of this video. Go check out his channel. Watch the series. Tell him I sent you. Hit the thumbs up on the video down below. Subscribe if you are new. I'm out. Loser of the game has to discard their diamond player of choice. So pick wisely. If you want Mike Trout on your team, use him. But you might have to quick sell him. Episode 1, we're playing S8's newbie, Twin Gaming TV. We just played Twin Gaming last week in the tournament. I won that game by a score of, I think, 2-1. And last year I beat